Hello and welcome to Farming Simulator 17. I'm Andy and this is the play on the Hof Bergmann map. Just first before I start out, I wanted to show you something. I'm doing a little bit of a Q&A today. So I have tried to find a version of Courseplay that has the island function. So this is to SB Farmer. I don't know which one. This I found version 5.0.2, 5.0.1, 5.02, generation 11, I think, and this does not have. If you go to fieldwork and go here, it doesn't have the island function. So it must be a later version. The only one I found later is like version 34 or Revolution. No, I don't know what to call that. Well, 34, which I can't use because my antivirus program says it has a virus in it, so it won't let me use that file. So if anyone knows from which not version is 5.02, but which evolution of that version, I have 11 now. So which of those you can where you have the island function, that would be great. Please let me know. That would be awesome if someone knows where you get that. Also want to check out some more comments. Lucky Luke, thank you for your comments. First, Joe Parenti, thank you for a comment. So Joe wrote, we should have sugar beet mash replaceables for sugar beet non-sugar cane maps, so we can turn sugar beets into another material worth a little more. What do you think? I agree. Since I don't have the DLC with the sugar cane, I thought about buying it. It's not a lot of money, but it's a little bit of money, and I'm not going to play it, so that's why I haven't bought it, basically. But I do agree with you, Joe. I would probably think that we should have like sugar beets, a way to use sugar beets. But there's a place down here by the cows, which isn't. You can do something with sugar beets, can't you? So this is a beet hacker. So I think you could, but I'm not really sure how that works. But I do think you could put sugar beets in here and you get something. I have never tried this. I've seen it. It was also in 1.0.04, so it's nothing new to this map. But I have never seen anyone use it, so I'm a little unsure if it does work or how it works. What if you just put beets in there and you get stuff out of here, and what do you get? I have no clue. Maybe pig food, something. So there seems to be some sort of stuff you can do even with sugar beets. So if you want to check that out, Joey, let me know how it works out. That would be great. I might, if I have time someday, I'll try it out. Time is not my I don't have a lot of time, basically. So anyway, thank you for the feedback, Joe. Then we have like Luke, who wrote, firstly, Andy, season mods work on your map. Here all works except the trees have no leaves and no snow, but they will be updated soon according to Andy and Snoo, who made the map. Their channel is in German, so I do speak it. So that great. Like, it's so funny, someone who speaks German who can understand what they're saying. And also, like Luke wrote, give me a link to the website. Oh, hotfix. Oh. Ooh, it's a hotfix. How do you? Let's try and go. Okay, there's a hotfix. How do I? Or is that coming? Is it a common update? Or is this a hotfix that works? Ooh, I'm going to see. I'm going to try downloading this to see if it is a hotfix that works. download. The problem with the map is they such a well, you can't find it in a lot of places, so well, actually, where's the link? The PDF. There. So I'm gonna try downloading it again, but it took like 5 hours or something to download. So it's not the most how would you say? Well, it does take a lot of time to download the file. So we'll see if that works, if it's included a hotfix. I really didn't understand the German there, but okay. Also luckily give me no, let's see. I don't want to play that. Some links to YouTube episode. I haven't watched it. I don't want to watch it. Probably get a copyright infringement on the screen here. But anyway, and luckily also wrote another thing, Andy. How the hell do you collect those cabbage veggies? Take them by hand or put them in a bucket? But that takes time. Load them with wood busher, but with unloading the machinery getting crashed. Okay, let's see. We can actually go over there, and we get over here. So there are two versions of. I mean, there's a cabbage heads that end up in the pallets here, and to get those out, you need to. Oh, I can show you. You need to basically drive in here, and you need to extend this arm, otherwise it doesn't work. You need something longer than the default, otherwise it gets stuck. I tried that on an earlier versions where it was hard, so you basically just try to, well, and this is hard part because it doesn't always want to do what you want it to do, like so. Like so that's the way you get them out of there. Not the best way or easiest way, but it works. So those are the pallets. Those are, but that's probably not the ones you're asking about. We're going to show you the other ones. So the other ones are down here, and those are, I think, red cabbage, maybe called red cabbage. And I haven't played these on this Let's Play. Basically because they're a pain in the behind, as you wrote. So you go, where is it? Where's it? Here. So I don't know if you mean the cabbages in the greenhouses, because then you just get them out with a pallet fork. And then they have the red cabbage, which are these, and these you need to plant. You need saplings, which you buy at the store. It's under my petitionals, so. These saplings you buy those, and you bring them up here, and you just put them over there. They start, and then you need water, and then it will start growing cabbage. So the good thing about that is you only need saplings, and water, and then you can grow stuff. They end up. I haven't tried this on the reloaded version, so I'm not 100% sure it actually works this way. But I tried it on the earlier version because there used to be red cabbage, and the cabbage you get in the greenhouses over there, the white cabbage, I think it is. That used to be the same sort of deal as this, and then you would plop up 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, like those rows, these rows, and then you would either collect them by hand, which is what I usually did, and I threw them into some sort of trailer, or you can also throw them into I think it's on the miscellaneous, like the shipping tray, so you could put them in shipping trays. The problem is that they slowed down my system. Once you filled up like one shipping tray with cabbage heads, the frame rates took a dive, and everything went extremely slow. So but anyway, that was one way of collecting them. You could collect them individually and put them in shipping trays. You could also do like this, just a mouse click, and then you could basically drive in here with some sort of like a scoop, like a what do you call it? Well, in a shovel actually, and you could just shovel them up. It didn't work ideally either. It was a hard time getting them into shovel. A lot of them bounced out, so I never got this to work really good. I reverted back to just doing it by hand, which took a lot of time, and it wasn't really worth it. Be it that at that time there was like 3 of these fields, and then there were 3 of the white cabbage fields too, so there was a lot of picking by hand to do. If you go back and look at earlier episodes of not the reloaded version of this map, but earlier episodes, you'll see that it was a pain, basically. So that's why I'm not doing these on this map, on this Let's Play, because I basically think that it's just a waste of time. You could make more money doing other stuff more easily. So I don't do that. I stopped, basically. So, but the white cabbages, this is the way you get them out. But as I said, it's easier with sort of a longer, something an extendable arm, like on a telehandler like this one. Sometimes it can be a hassle to get off. Right. You could also get them out using, say, all the busher. If you set the busher to pallets, and then you sort of, but you need to, I can show you that. Actually, I can show you, I'll show you that. The problem with that is that if you're gonna play for a few hours, and if you use the busher and back that up into, it won't regenerate new pallets, so it won't continue regenerating pallets. But it does sort of, the thing you could do if you just use this, and then you have to reload the map, so just save it and go out of it, and then you can go start and reload the save game again, and then it will work. So it will just not work after you do this. So standard pallets, the menu, open these up. You could fit 2 on these, so you go like this, and you X. And you have to back. This was a trick. I thought it didn't work, but because I have to back up quite far. So that's the thing. Just continue backing up, and it will go on there eventually. But it takes a little bit of time to do that. So. Like so. And now you can drive back and just unload these. So basically just let me back this up, so you can get these ones up using the autoload function. Need to get this in somehow. Don't know if this will work. It's too tight probably. So unload that, and you can do the same with the pallets over here. Tomato pallets. The problem is still the same. It won't regenerate new pallets as long as you don't reload the save game. So that's a good thing to remember if you want to do it this way, you have to reload the game in between. So, but if you're just playing for a few for a shorter while, it doesn't matter. It won't have time to regenerate as much tomatoes. You're not missing out as much, basically. So I'm not sure, luckily, if that's an answer to your question. I hope it's sort of an answer. That's the way, well, this is the way I do it, could do it. And then we have, we'll just set this up to apple crates. So apple crates works nicely to get the cucumber out. Just gonna open these. So, set the busher to apple crates. I don't, for some reason it doesn't seem to have the same problem, or I just never thought about it. That, so X seems to regenerate these without much problem. You could probably drive it in there too, but I think it's harder. This works better. So, like, oh, just fit through the door, and it will just auto load these not pallets, these boxes. I think we would call it a box. So this is the way you do with cucumber. Oh, if I can hit the right, use the right pedal so I can back up here. So we go there. So this we need to refill the manure here. We'll do that shortly. Anyway, so I hope that works. Hope I gave you some answers. Lucky Luke, and thank you for your feedback again. It's really appreciated. I tried using the UAL thing, the loading, what do you call it? The rear deck is the word I'm looking for. I tried using this rear deck to load stuff, but it just didn't work. I don't know if it's something map related or something else, but I couldn't get it to work. So that's it. Next feedback is David. So David wrote, yes, not bad, I have to do it like it. Keep your eye on Snoo. She has all the pigs moving now, and the piglets are now spawning. Anytime now will be updated. I think I used it before. Let me know, please, buddy. I will do the same thing. Yeah. So if you look, David, I think if you look at look loose. He put a link in just on in the same section on the same episode as you did, which is episode 43. So if you look at 43, under there's a link to the sport version, and I think there's I'm not sure if I gather it correctly, the link goes to the main site, main page, and there's a link to the map, but it says how to fix I have to translate this, I'm sorry. Okay, it says update coming soon, or hotfix update coming soon, but is there an update released? Log text. Don't know if there's a hotfix released. It looks like it's coming, but I can't see that has been a hotfix released. Okay, so Okay, so some of the if you look at the, so it looks like there's a hotfix coming, and I'm not sure. It doesn't seem like it's been released yet. So I'll keep an eye out. If you see it, please put that in a comment somewhere. Or let me know somehow that the hotfix has been released. That would be great. So and David, I'm gonna keep an eye out. Like Luke and SP Farmer, everyone, I'm gonna keep an eye out. And you, please you help me out and do the same, so maybe get that working. If you look at the frequently asked questions there, it says, why is the map loaded so slowly? Why download it? So you need a it's free user says load the place you download it. Okay. What else? Why do my bales disappear from the bale collecting thing? You have to choose the specific, you know, the one I showed you. You have to choose to withdraw or deposit, basically. But for some reason I can't get that to work, so I don't know. I'm doing something wrong. Don't know what. So anyway, we'll see. We'll see when there's a hotfix around. Hopefully there's a hotfix. So that's, I think, SP Farm. I hope you got your feedback. Joe, thank you for feedback, and hope you, if you want to try the sugar beet masher thingy, please do that. It's not placeable, but there is one in the map, and maybe it works. I don't know. Seasons works. Good to know, Lucky Luke, and thank you for the link. And I'm gonna check out the YouTube video you linked to. If you other guys want to check it out, it's in the comments to episode 42. Yeah, 42 I think. So what else? Hope you got an answer on the veggies. Like Luke and David, I'll keep an eye out for updates. So we didn't do much on this episode. This was basically just a Q&A, questions and the response, and I'm gonna try, if I get good feedback, which excellent feedback, and thank you for the feedback, very nice to get feedback. I'll try to do one of these episodes once in a while and answer some questions and comment on the comments or feedback. So hopefully that's okay. Okay, thank you. Boring episode with just some boring stuff, I guess. But thank you for watching anyway, and see you next time on Hof Bergmann Map. I'm Andy, and have a great day. Bye bye.